Hi, it's John here. Just doing a review of the Clearview stove. This is an 8 kilowatt stove and we've had it about 3 years. It's got a back boiler which is actually at the back of the fire. If you really want to get water hot, then I feel you need to have the boiler actually at the top of the stove, because heat rises. So this isn't exactly wonderful for heating hot water, although it is very wonderful for heating a radiator. I say it's not wonderful for heating hot water because we had it on a different system and trying to heat a radiator and hot water, and it didn't really seem to do it. But it's wonderful for heating a radiator. It heats a big room above this one, and as you can see at the moment it's got some coal on it, and coal seems to give out about 3 times as much heat as wood. So when I say this is 8 kilowatt, it is a genuine, it gives out genuinely about 8 kilowatts when it's going, well, I've only just lit this, but when this has been going about another half hour, if you let the air in like that, it would be giving out 8 kilowatts. About I think it's about 3 to the boiler and about 5 to the heat, to the radiated heat from the actual stove. As you can see, we've got a base on this one, which is a very good idea because you can store things under there, like your logs under there and at the sides here. And if you do have one put in, it's quite a nice idea to leave enough room to put a kettle or a pot on the top and keep food warm or boil water. It does get very hot. This is a flat top one. If you have the cowl, then it's going to give off more heat. But I think those cowls look fairly ugly really. So I'm glad we had the flat top. It's nice to have a kettle on there. One problem that we do have is the sealing of the chimney. Because the coefficient of expansion means that the liner moves quite a lot, we do get quite a lot of trouble with the seal going between the boiler and the liner. We've had our chimney lined, and we were recommended to have it lined so as the flue could get really hot, and then that helps draw the fire up. And the lining stuff, it does let heat come through it, and you get this all gets warm where the heat is going up. Now then, I'm going to close look at the fire. This one is the draft. There we are. This knob here is the draft from the back, so it draws the draft. It draws the draft in from the back of the stove and then over the front of the glass, so it keeps the glass clear, and then there, and then up through. So it's always fresh air against the glass, so you don't get too smoked up on the glass. So if we shut that up, that's only air coming in through this now. And wrap that up. See, no air at all going in there now. So the fire doesn't like it, does it? It's looking for it, but it can't find any. So if I just open the bottom one, you'll see it come down from the top. See, can you see that smoke coming down? Now if I open it up, you'll see that there's a ashes tray underneath, which you have to move out with leather gloves, which is no problem. And then this is the oh, where are we? Can you see the teeth here? Well, if you have a stove which is only for wood burning, this is multi-fuel, but if you have wood burning, those teeth are bigger. But this is multi-fuel, so you can either burn coal or wood. We burn quite a lot of wood, but don't try burning coal on a wood burning stove, else you'll melt it. Now, this handle here is the riddle. So I'll do a bit of riddling and you can see what that's like. Actually, I can't riddle at the moment because it's when it gets really hot, it expands and it gets a bit stuck. But that's not really a problem, because obviously once it cools down a bit, I mean, it doesn't really need riddling at the moment because you've got so much heat coming out of there. But the riddle works on a plate that goes backwards and forwards like that, and lets the ash through. But you do really need to give it a good poke with the old poker, and I really want one of those pokers with a little draw bit on the end to give it a good poke. Now, one good thing about the Clearview is that it doesn't let any smoke into the room. When you open the door, there's no puff of smoke, so that's good. Yeah, so that's how I like to have it, because it doesn't let any smoke into the room. You can just leave the door open like that. If you're in the room and you want the heat to come out into the room, just leave it like that, and it'll just burn away like a normal fire. And it's lovely. It'll just give a little bit to the back boiler. It won't run away. I did get it slightly wrong. It's a 9 kilowatt Clearview stove, and I think it's 4 to the boiler and 5 to the room. But I'm not going to go checking it all up, just from memory. You can have it in whatever colour you want to. This isn't black. This is like a bit brown, and it's a heat-proof paint, and the installer painted it that colour, because Helen fancied that colour rather than black.